against the NRM, arguing that they've actually deviated from what they fought for. The messages of the kind.
We are not celebrating a war. Heroes Day is not celebrating. We have a day when we celebrate the war, when these guys went to the bush. Tarehe Sita. That's when we are celebrating the war. Today is a day we celebrate the heroes of this country. And as I told you, it's a day when we celebrate people who sacrificed their lives in so many ways.
Yeah, but it's widely construed as people who sacrificed for the war.
In the bush, those who are outside, those who are civilians, even those who have done very well in other spheres, like in health, like in education, like all those are heroes.
Why
I've given it,
how in fact the country hasn't moved on? We are still hyping the war. There was a war. People fought. People gave money.
You can't forget your history. You have to know where you came from, what you went through, in order to manage the future.
Should Uganda's history be defined by bloodshed?
Not only that. It can't be defined by only that. That is part of what should be defined Uganda. Not only bloodshed. But I want to tell you something, Mr. Njara, and all the viewers and listeners. You see, NRM and President Museveni had a historic mission. He had a vision, he still has a vision. Some of us and all the other people who joined NRM joined that vision. If when you talk about deviating from the program or the strategy of NRM, for information, it is people who have deviated from the historic mission of NRM, the ideology of NRM. Some of them have returned, as you are talking. Honorable Kiwanzang is a good example. He had gone away. He had diverted from the mission. He said, I've gone astray.
What is the mission?
It's a historic mission of NRM for the good of this country. President Museveni has mentioned, you people, you don't learn. In 1986, he said, this is not just a mere change of guard, but a fundamental change. In 1988, you have those stories in your album or in your gallery there. He said, people who are thinking that there will be an alternative program, please forget about it for a long time. In 1988, he said people should settle down, join NRM, and serve this country. So people have not learned from President Museveni. He has been telling us up to now. He has been teaching this country. He has been going around to the extent of showing videos and films of how we can develop this country, but people are not interested. So for those who are not interested, for those who will just divert from what President Museveni is saying, are the ones who are saying NRM has diverted from our historic mission.
Honorable Chibanzanga, can Uganda ever get over the dark memories of bloodshed? Because such days tend to invoke memories.
If we continue where we are right now, we may not forget, but definitely we will outlive it. That it will never happen again. Because every country all over the world goes through the process under which Uganda has taken.
Yeah, but can't we find days to celebrate success stories instead of
this is
ugly reminders?
This is one of them. Only that you refused to agree to evaluate NRM for the last 40 years. Where we were, where we are, and where we are going. And if we continue with the current stability in the country, with the socio-economic transformation going on, I was peeping through your window down there. Huh? That wasn't the site of Kampala 10 years ago. You see Cairo. Cairo is one of the developed cities. When you see the mean skyscrapers cropping up. If we continue with this stability, Kagwanjala, we may not forget, but we will outlive our ugly and bad history. I have no doubt about that.
Yeah, but this fixation about we fought, there was a war, there was bloodshed. Does the story relate to an ordinary Ugandan who is talking IT?
My dear friend, that's why I've said the younger people they should read widely. even in America. America is still celebrating.
So whose day is this?
It is who's younger than us here? This is the day of the younger people. Every 100 years, every generation has its own challenges. We are talking about the Musevenis. The challenges of the Musevenis was to fight dictatorship in the country.
Where is the national character in the day?
In this day, that medals are awarded even to those who are not in the Luero. Because I saw a woman called, she died, Sarah Ndiro. Sarah Ndiro was a woman from Obunyoro. She was given a medal, and she was nowhere in Luero. Her contribution to humanity in Uganda was in the field of education. And I know that today, are they awarding medals today? And I know that several categories of our people who made a contribution in different fields will be awarded medals. It's not only those who went to Luero.
Well, today's celebration is scientific. Do you think this should be the model going forward?
Oh yeah, because really public holidays are becoming expensive to the struggling economy. And first of all, we should reduce them and remain with the key ones. Even when you have the key ones, they should be scientific. There is no reason why a country should spend 15 billion making a celebration. All borders are closed. Uganda revenue is not collecting money. People are not working. In the real economy, the moment you shut the economy, even hours, you are losing a lot of money. And therefore, public holidays should be reduced. If the necessary ones are still there, let them be scientific.
Okay.
It doesn't hurt your country.
What kind of inspiration would you draw from telling people that overthrowing a regime was the solution?
But Kagwanja,
But indeed, it was a solution.
overthrowing a regime was because there was a cause.
Okay. Are
There
you
was a
inspiring
conflict
the
of
new
overthrow the
generation
regime.
to take the same route?
Depending on people have tried. They have failed.
No. Because when you say we took up arms, we went to the bush, and you repeat this story every year,
Yes.
you're literally telling people that you can overthrow a constitutional government by the use of arms.
If it is doing the wrong things for the people of this country, they are free to go. And I have told you, people have tried. Since 1988, people tried. So many fighting groups tried and they failed because this government is doing the right thing. If they were doing the wrong things, people would have probably managed it.
Well,
So
your last word as well.
my last word is that I want to thank President Museveni and I congratulate him to reach this day, Heroes Day, and all Ugandans and all heroes and NRM members. I want also to congratulate the cabinet, which was sworn in yesterday, Kongs members of the cabinet, and members of parliament. I wish you the best in this Kisanja of no more sleep. We should not sleep again. We should work and fight corruption.
Honorable Chibanzanga, your last word.
My last word, I congratulate humanity for those who made it possible to be where we are. My global heroes, like William Wilberforce for fighting slave trade. My international heroes like Martin Luther Jr. fighting the segregation in America.
Who is your hero here now?
My hero here is my father and President Museveni. Those are my two heroes.
If Museveni is your hero, why did you have to go to FDC?
You should say, why did you go to FDC and come back? A prodigal son, when he comes home, is it because he doesn't know that that is his son? If you get lost and come back home, are you no longer son of
Were
your
you
father?
lost?
Are you not admiring your father?
Were you lost in
No, we
FDC?
agreed.
Were you lost in
We
FDC?
agreed on issues that we had a developed disagreement.
And they were solved.
And ask me which one.
Honorable Fungaro, as we sign out, what is your parting shot as Uganda celebrates Heroes Day?
Parting shots should be given fair time of 5 minutes. Number one, the NRM has lost direction in 3 areas. Point number 7 of the 10-point program, the elimination of corruption. You can see NRM has glorified the corruption smells in every institution of government. The institutions of the state which are supposed to fight against corruption have all been rendered helpless. That's why President Museveni goes ahead to recreate institutions within the State House to fight against corruption, duplicating the work of the IGG and the others. This is a confirmation of the failure of point number 7. Point number 5, the economy. President Museveni's NRM, after coming to office in the 90s, they went to privatization, deregulation, following the instructions of the IMF. They sold off state-owned assets, industries, companies, reducing the sovereignty of Uganda. Point number 1, restoration of democracy, which my brother Honorable Kibazanga was talking about. First of all, multi-party democracy was there at the time when Joseph Museveni went to the bush. So the existence of multi-party democracy now cannot be used as a measure to say Museveni has brought something new. Because when the elections of 1998 were organized, there was UPC, there was DP, there was CP, there was UPM, Museveni's party. Was that not multipartism? I would have been in parliament as a person of the opposition, even without Museveni going to the bush, because there was multipartism. If it existed up to today, my being a SADC minister would have been in the same circumstances of the 1980 multi-party democracy. Now, you measure the status of multipartyism and democracy during Museveni's time now and the past. There is more repression. There is more beating of people. People are still disappearing. People are in exile. People are in prison without trial. People are without fairness. So there is nothing good in the sense of multi-party democracy that Museveni has brought. Look at the constitution which they have removed it, age limit, removed it, a constitution which Museveni put in place in line with this element of point number 1, restoration of democracy, after NRM came to the bush. They are tearing down their own democracy in the constitution. So the NRA has lost direction, continue in their lost direction to go out. They should be removed. Now, the final word for my people of Uganda is this. There is a call for new heroes. There is a call for new heroes. The Uganda of today needs new heroes. Applications are therefore invited from suitably qualified persons for the position of new heroes for Uganda. Has situations, a situation like now, which requires people to rise up with courage and lead us to a better democracy, better governance, better respect of human rights and dignity, and to make sure that there is equity and equity in the distribution of national development in Uganda.
I really want to thank you very much. We must cede space for the next broadcast. And these are opinions. It's good to see you, and what a pleasure hosting you, Mr. Mishach and
Thank you.
Honorable Chibanzanga. That's it. Our broadcast continues. We'll be bringing in more guests and also bringing you up to speed with the celebrations that will be taking place at State House. Have a good morning.
Uganda is more connected